let a man speak to them? Do you build up and empower your wives and daughters to be all that God has called them to be? Or is it more about you and pushing them down so that you can be in the spotlight? Do you live truly making every effort to understand your wife, honoring her by protecting her heart and her mind and her body and soul as if it were your own heart, mind, body, and soul? Because we know it is if you're married. That's what Scripture tells us. If you aren't married today, are you living your life, men and women, in a way that shows respect to the women you know or don't know, understanding that they equally share in the image of God with you? Ladies, we are just as guilty as not treating women with respect. You know the rat race that being a woman can be sometimes, the competition, the stepping and pushing each other down so we can get to the top first. That's not cool, and if we're not treating each other with respect, it's kind of hard to ask other people to. Do you give credit to women in the workplace around you, or do you pass over them and kind of wait for a man to offer the same opinion sometimes or something that you think is more valuable? Do you place blame on women when talking about issues like domestic violence or rape, instead of just acknowledging that domestic violence and rape are wrong no matter what? Here's what this sounds like. Well, she shouldn't have been there. She should have known better. She was on the wrong street. She shouldn't have worn that. She shouldn't have been at that party or there. No, it's just wrong. It's wrong no matter what. Women, you are image bearers. We bear the literal image of God right now, today, in this moment. Are you walking and living in that freedom and that authority that comes from God alone? Do you know who God says you are, and in that, who He's calling you to be? Married women, we are man's Ezer Kenegdo. Are you partnering with your husband to make sure that you're supporting him in every way so that he can become all that God has called him to be? And so that he can lead your family well, because I wholeheartedly believe your support impacts that. Rather than letting society define